Sorry, there was a small pause in that video. So that will be the first part, I believe, and this will be the second part of it. So don't live in that false thought process that somebody like him will come down to handhold you. Get out there, visit your own locality. I come from a locality where there is not even one Bhairav temple. Imagine, I've traveled so long. I've taken my scooter and gone all around the place to just see Baba for at least in an idle form. And I know the kind of temples that I've gone, and I've just seen a stone and I've prayed and I've come back, and I've had that feeling of lost attachment. Ki, are my karmas so bad that I can't even see you as an idol? I've had those questioning with myself, but then later I understood, these are experiences. People think that experiences are something that is always occult, or fire comes in front of you, deity comes in front of you, you have an experience like Rajarshi Nandy Ji where the ganas have interacted with you. These are the questions that people have had. Just understand that Rajarshi Nandy Ji is a tool of Baba who has reached that pedestal. Baba has handled him into this. He is blessed by Baba. He knows this as well, and people who have heard him, knows this as well. So don't think that you will have an experience that is similar to him. He is a singular case. In, let's not digress further, but don't think that experiences are only occult in nature. Experiences are there is something called nimitta shastra and all is there. You should be receptive to experiences. Experiences can happen to you. For example, the three experiences that I've had with Baba, and I mentioned that those are experiences which I could rationally explain. I've been, have a very pragmatic front to those experiences, and I could explain to a person that these things happened with a good degree of luck and a very high degree. Those were even experiences where the odds were absolutely against me, and still one of those experiences and all, again, I will not get into explaining what happened and all, because these are only futile exercises that will only forcefully attach me to those experiences which I don't want to. I remember them, my ego is such that still I have some sort of attachment to them, but I don't want to explain what they were. And I believe nobody should, unless, like I had mentioned, there is something to be gained out of it positively and spiritually. So those three experiences that I've had with Baba were not at all occult in nature. It is to a certain degree unexplainable, but it happened. And you have to be receptive. Okay, you have to constantly examine that. If it has been 1 year since you've been in your practice, please check if throughout these 1.5 years of your practice, has there been an instant where you think that maybe this thing should have not happened, and but it did happen, and it happened in your favor, and you further examine it and you understand that the odds were actually against you, but it still happened. And that could have been a blessing of Baba, but you are just so fixated on having an extremely occult experience that you pass on these things, right? And you think that nothing has been happening, all this is a big farce. You need a guru like Mahavdar Babaji, you need Rajarshi Nandy Ji to himself to come from Tarapit and help you and all. How is that going to happen? You have to be receptive to a certain degree. That is one thing. Um, Talking of how to find a guru, I had digressed from that topic. I myself have gone to, I, like I told you, I have traveled extensively, talked to a lot of people. I've talked to people whom I know are actually genuine, but my value system and their value system did not gel well together. Their deity, their Ishtadevata, and my Ishtadevata, or what I believe to be my Ishtadevata. You can believe to a very high degree that this deity is your Ishtadevata. You are so fixated, but 10 years along the line, you will be knocked out of the park in a revelationary stage where your actual Ishtadevata will reveal himself in front of you, and you will have an understanding of the lifetime that, oh my god, this is my actual Ishtadevata. And not that it has happened with me, but it could happen. So be open to all circumstances, but again, also believe in your current practice and current system and current value system, because these things happen because your karmas are such. In the Durga Saptashati, when you start reading it, you will understand that you don't do anything. It is her who does everything through you, right? So you have nothing, you are doing nothing. Even your next day, even tomorrow depends on your karma. Imagine, right? So don't think that you are doing anything, or even if you are talking with a person, even that is unfolding of your karma only. You're burning your karmas, right? So I've talked to people whom I know for a fact that are genuine, but their value system and my value system did not gel well together. I had gone to the Mahakumbh also. I had the good fortune of my one of my biggest goals of going to the Mahakumbh was to take a snan, of course, and post that, actually somehow, if my luck would have it, meet my guru. I was also hoping, internally praying ki if somehow if I could meet Rajarshi Nandy Ji, it would be great. I could maybe talk to him. I don't know if I would even get to talk to him, because in that moment it would just be rapture. I'd fall in his feet and I'll just ask him for his blessing, and I don't know how well I'll be able to articulate, because I'll be in that awe of having met my guru, because I am in love with him, because he's my guru. I went to Mahakumbh after Amavasya. I went toward the fag end of it, and I had the good fortune of um, staying with an extension of the Dashnami Akhada. They were of the Vaishnavite Sampradaya, and again they had a connection toward my first experience, which again led me to think that my Ishtadevata might not after all be Baba, but it is my thought process and my ego that I have to, I've some again, Baba has always helped me. Like I told you, he has helped me. That is what I'm trying to tell you. Even when he is not your Ishtadevata, he might still come and help you, because he has, in my case, a person who has no spiritual threats attached to him. So if he has helped me, trust me. If you trust the process, he will help you as well. And in the Dashnami Akhada, that I had the good fortune of spending a lot of time with them. I lived with them practically. I helped them. They were breaking down their structures and all. I lived with them, and till this date, I am in good contact with one of the Nagas who were in that sect as well. And I had a lot of my doubts cleared from there. They articulated, and the information that they passed down to me was so well put to me as well. Um, that I could feel a lot of the jhalak of that he could be my guru. But then again, the deity and his sattvic, so sattvic they were, that I just did not think that I will ever be able to, with the tendencies that I have, be a worshipper of that particular deity, although I have massive respect for them. But I still, just because of that one fact that my values might not gel with this person, although he is one of the most probably so harmless and so respectful and so caring. He took such good care of me. Every other second he'll take me to that sugarcane juice parlor. He'll feed me 3 glasses of sugarcane, bring me back again, feed me so food and all. Even while sending me back, gave me such a bag of bundi that they have offered to their deity. Such good experience that I've had from this one person, yet I'm reluctant to have him as my guru. Why? Because my values did not gel perfectly. So you have to, my guru has often told, Nandiji has often told, that you have to accept guru. If it is your karma that you are to have a bad experience, then you will have a bad experience. There is no point in running away from it. You will have it if you are to have it. That being said, that is the only method you will find a guru. Travel, talk to people, go to temples, inquire. In the state that I'm from Kerala, in the district that I'm in, I don't think it is necessary for me to get into the nitty-gritties of where I am from and all. But no, there is not even one Bhairav temple. But I used to go to a temple. It is called Mariamman Kovil. I don't know the Hindi or the English translation of it. I used to go to that temple, and for some reason I used to feel great depth whenever I went there and I prayed. And the pujari in that temple is not even a dikshit. Imagine, he is not even a dikshit, and he does puja of that deity. Full bhakti bhav only he does puja of that deity. And every single time that I've gone there, I have had a very great connection toward him. The deity there is called Karapaswamy, who is a lot of, in Tamil Nadu and all, he is Kula Devata of a lot of the people there. Karapaswamy, I later came to understand that he is a version of Baba only, Bhairav Baba only. But then I understood that, yeah, whenever I've gone to this temple, and it's a small kovil, it's a small temple, and every single time that I went there, I've had a deep connection. I felt I closed my eyes and I just folded my arms and I stood there and I feel my mind is in such a calm state. That is what I felt from there. So only later will you be able to in extreme scrutiny and extreme understanding and in a certain depth only you will be able to even be receptive to the experiences that you've had. And here you are wanting so adamantly all the occult things in the world. You want to just see Baba the next day. Will not happen. The next thing, my practice. I think this is enough for the first part of the video. The next part of the video will be in the second part, the third part of it. Trust me on this, I don't want any sort of fame or anything. The only reason I will be speaking on few topics, and post that I don't think I'll be even putting up videos unless there is an inspiration. Even I'm telling you this inspiration as well, I try to ignore. This is not the first time I'm making this video. I made this video once. The whole recording I did, all the questions that I wanted to address, I've addressed, and I made a 50-minute long video. But for some reason I don't want to upload it, and in that video though my attire is different. I usually, like I told you, I don't wear my tripund, I don't wear bhasma and all, I don't wear malas and all. There was just a lot of addressing. Again, I will address this one more question that I had written, which in a way will also answer whatever I'm trying to articulate right now. So people have a feeling that there is not enough in the internet, and where do I start? Where do I start? The best place to start is with Rajarshi Nandy Ji. There is no other better place to start. How many times have you seen videos of Nandy Ji? I have come to the understanding that he himself is not going to come to me. No spectacular guru is going to come in search of me and teach me the teachings. It will have to be a personal venture. But what can you do? I have seen every single video of Rajarshi Nandy that is there on YouTube. In his channel, every single video that I've seen it. His videos with college students, his videos with his inner circle, few very low quality videos are there, but the information is gold, so I've seen that as well. And how many times I've seen it? Multiple times. The first few video series that he has done with Ranveer, I've seen those videos 4 times minimum. The first video I'm seeing it for the 4th time. Right now my 4th time is ongoing. The quality of his content is such that you listen to it multiple times, you will have multiple takeaways. It is like reading autobiography of a yogi. You read it once, you will have again I'll come to it. You read it once, you will have a certain understanding. You read it another time, you will have a different understanding altogether, right? So the quality of that is there. Some people will complain, oh, Ranveer is interrupting. Stop complaining. What is your focus? Your focus is on answers. Your focus is on getting the right information that you will get from Rajarshi Nandy. Stop complaining and absorb whatever he has to say. Keep on watching it. Keep on watching it. I personally have gained a lot. I can repeat him. When I listen to most of the podcasts and all, I at times feel sorry for me. I feel sad that I don't have the good fortune of meeting him personally, but that's okay. But he has once told that if a person is blessed with Matangi, one of the Vahana of Matangi, or the pet, or the animal, or the bird that is connected to Matangi is a parrot. Why a parrot? Because the parrot has the ability to repeat everything to its utmost perfection. And I feel when I talk to my friends and all, when I talk with myself, when I involve in I will get into what my practice it and all. But when I talk to myself, when I talk to other people, when I give solace to other people, and I give advice, small advice is not that I consider. There are other people within my circle who do not have hand holding of any sort, but I have a bit of knowledge that I don't think is wrong in sharing with those people. I might not have the adhikara, but if the knowledge that I have come in me has come from a place of good interest, like Rajarshi Nandy Ji, there is no wrong in sharing it. I am like that. I have the trait of Matangi's blessing, that I can have that insanity of exact repetition. I articulate Rajarshi Nandy Ji to the T. That is how many times I've listened to the video, and I do not complain that this is not there, that is not there. He has told several times. I've watched videos of Ma Gyan Suvera. That has given me a very good understanding of the Gunas. It has given me a very good understanding of the Das Mahavidyas. Her videos with the Sangam talks and all, I've seen that. Rajarshi Nandy Ji's videos, every single video that is there on YouTube that he has spoken in, I've read it, I've seen it. There is only Adhyatmikta that I've not read for a certain set of reasons. Um, I'll get into that at a later point in time. But don't complain that there is not enough information. There is a lot of information. The video that he has done with Upward and all, listen to that a billion times. You'll be blown out of the park with the amounts of new information that you will constantly get. Right? So stop complaining. That is one thing. Second, what do you want to? This will be the last thing that we'll be addressing, as it is connected to this, the essence of this only. How do you progress? The first foundation will only be the information. The first foundational information will only be said through Rajarshi Nandy Ji himself. If you don't have hand-holding of any sort, listen to his videos. His voice and his articulation and the way he speaks is so good that I go for runs on a daily basis. I listen to this man over and over and over again. I can retain 90% of the things that he has mentioned in that video. Imagine. That is the quality of his communication. This is not the case with most people. He has that softness of tongue. Listen to him as many times as possible. His videos in Hindi, his videos in English, his videos on topics that you are not even interested in. There is a video of tantric sex and that he has made. Watch that video as well. The second place to absorb a bit more will be Ma Gyan Suvera. There are many videos in her channel. I've not watched a lot of her videos, but she is nice as well. I love her a lot. But again, there are certain explanations which I've gotten from her, which has helped me a lot. So you should try and resort to her as well, because I believe that she also has that quality very similar to Rajarshi Nandy Ji. Third, books written by Arthur Avalon. Although these are not the best copies or the best translations, these are really good. I've read a few books, Serpent Power, Introductions to Tantra Shastra and all. I've read it. They're very good. The next would be extensive Google research. There is a recent video that has come from Vinay Varanasi, where he has talked about Chandipat. The first part, just Chandipat he has done in general. It's a 3-parter video, of which the first part has been released, and it's a very good part. It's a very good video. Watch that video. His discussion with Bhavesh Yuj, also great. Listen to podcasts on Tantra from anybody, from all people, but after a certain point you get to differentiate between who's actually boasting, who still has ego attached, and who actually has meat and matter. The topics that you've heard, you might not know what is being told about, so search on those topics, search yourself, research, and you will get an understanding. One more last thing I would like to address before I end. No, I'll just keep that for later. This is it. This is the second part of the video. Om Bhairavaya Namah.